This is gold. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
And Rin, welcome to RTX 2016. Here with Lee Eddy from Day 5, Camp, Red vs. Blue. I know you remember. What was your first experience with Rooster Teeth? Did you see something and then go, I got to be a part of that, or were you a part of that famous open call?
I wasn't part of either of that.
Wow.
Yeah, I got a call to say, hey, could you come in and do some lines for us? And I was like, yeah, I'll do lines for you. I had no idea who they were. I think that Shannon McCormick recommended me for them because they were doing it back in the day. So I went into this office on Congress. They had an amazing office space. The guys were really nice. They gave me free water. The beanbags were really comfortable. And then I read some lines, and I was like, well, that was easy. And then I left, and then I got called back to do some more, and then I left, and I didn't know what it was.
I mean, that's fair. There's a countless amount of folks who do voices that just don't, like, you know what, I'll just come in and read lines and that'll be my day.
Lame folks? Are you calling it? It's the
What?
lame folks, right?
That's not what, hey, no, I mean, yes, but that's not what I said. You didn't see me or hear me say that.
I did.
What? Let's roll the video back. All right, thank you.
Parts and...
All right, and we're back in. Should we do it one more time? No. So a little bit of gone away from Rooster Teeth, but you're working on a lot of shorts and such. What are some non-Rooster Teeth projects, before we get deep into those, that you're working on right now?
I just shot a movie in Portland with Macon Blair, who directed it and wrote it, and I also happen to be married to him and have a baby with him. But he's in Blue Room and Green Room, and so he just shot his first feature in Nepotism Work, so I got to be in that.
Just so happens.
It just so happens that I, said, look, make me a part.
You had to give it a thought.
Just a thought, yeah, just in a lot of shoulder rubs. What? That's not appropriate. So that's going to come out on Netflix, I think, in 2017. I have another feature that is in post right now called Mustang Island, which is an indie film made by Craig Elrod. It's black and white. It's really adorable. Yeah, there's some other ones too, but I don't know where they are in the process.
So you can't really talk about them too much.
I could talk about them, but what if they don't ever come out and they're like,
Fair
Lee
play.
Eddy is a liar? You know what I mean?
You made those films go under by revealing them.
Gone with the Wind. I'm in Gone with the Wind.
Well, I knew they were remaking that, but that's amazing. Rhett?
Me playing Rhett?
No, he's in it.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
It's all about farts. See, I'm just making a full circle back to the beginning.
Gone with the Wind is itself a fart joke.
It's a huge fart joke, which is a joke in itself. Oh.
I don't even want to talk about the seriousness of Day 5, but I guess we should.
Yeah.
So far the episode 3 is not out for the sponsors. I was going to say public, but that's not true. We've only seen you a little bit. You play Lex. Presumably we hear your voice in episode 2, making the call for everybody to come to Austin. Can you confirm that was you?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
You heard it here first. We have no exclusives whatsoever.
Oh, does that not help you? Yes, then it was me, yes?
AfterBuzz TV exclusive. I just like doing that voice. But
maybe it wasn't me. I don't know.
Shit.
When does this come out? When are you going to show this?
Probably at the very earliest, like tomorrow morning.
Okay, then I have no idea if that was me or not.
Cool, very good. Damn it. But depending on how tonight, yeah, whatever. Anyway, from what we see, your character becomes incensed. There's a moment where the entire night crew of the hospital is standing around, and you seemingly just have a moment where your brain turns and changes, and you bolt. You go just 100% out of here. I don't like it, and then you leave. Is there?
I want to hear. I want to hear. What do you think it is?
I'm actually auditioning for the audio, like the assisted audio version, like when it comes out on Netflix, and they have it for like people, like for blind people,
visually impaired.
Visually impaired. That's probably the better way to say that. Incensed, like incensed. Lex looks around, leaves the room immediately.
You gotta get out of here.
And now it's an audiobook.
Yeah.
Why not? She thinks to herself, I gotta get out of here. Some idea that there was some sort of experience that we have yet to see. I hope we get a flashback episode like we're getting with all of our main characters, where we get to see a little bit more of the relationship, but also something that happened in Lex's past brings her to Austin in order to help find the cure for this affliction that we don't know yet.
I like that.
I'm way off.
What does it do? What does she do with it?
What? It's really hard because I know how much of Austin is in as many productions of Rooster Teeth that there can be.
Right.
So when it's like it's either Dallas or Austin, I'm like,
It's probably
gonna be Austin, maybe. So we've seen so many different methods of how everybody tries to stay awake. I can only imagine what terrifying ones and just extreme ones, even the huge, like the saline bag with all of the heaviest drugs and such.
Right.
I can only imagine as we get further along this day what measures have to be taken. And I'm not even exaggerating. I like day 5. I'm the most interested in what your character is doing.
Me too, but I'm super biased.
Why is that?
Because I play myself. Not myself, I play Lex. I'm not a doctor. What?
I find that hard to believe.
I am a doctor.
Like a Patch Adams doctor, where you have a PhD in laughter.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of malpractice suits too.
And you wasted so many years just trying to get all them jokes down.
Yeah, so it's still not working apparently. But
No,
dude,
not at all.
I think that you're really I keep thinking. I think that you got some good thinkings there. I like that.
And that's where we'll end it. That's not true. That's not true at all, because if there's one thing that, like, I'm just getting over a sickness, but if there's something that was keeping me, don't worry, I'm not contagious. There's one thing that I would, anytime I would get frustrated with something that I was doing or trying to just like keep moving, because we're also planning a wedding, so there's a lot of frustration.
Really?
Yeah, end of the month.
God.
It's gonna be madness.
What?
Yeah.
Why are you even here?
It's part of the job.
Wow.
Yeah, well, but it's gonna be fun. It wasn't for the wedding, sweetheart. I promise. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. But one of the driving forces.
Yeah.
Is in the back of my mind, just when I feel like I'm gonna be frustrated, I can't handle it, this day's gonna be too much for me, I hear in the back of my head, motherfucker! Your read for motherfucker from Gwen is something that keeps me alive. Like, not even, it's, if there's any sort of...
That was really good, too. That was fucking spot on.
If there's any sort of a lesson that you could give actors, and we're trying to make the audience get exactly what this character is in one line,
Yeah.
I would show them that clip.
Oh yeah, it's definitely motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think that was one of the very first lines I auditioned with. I think they talked about this in the panel where they had to cut down a lot. But the second line was, one of the lines I remember is like, "Suck my dick." Like, I was like, but she's far away. She's like, "Suck my dick," like that. And I was like, oh, I totally get this character.
I feel the pathos here.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna go super method here. Suck my dick. I'm screaming that. I hope my mom watches this.
You can send it to her.
Yeah, she's gonna be
live
so
online
proud.
forever.
And she'll be like, "Why do they keep putting the shocker up whenever you're in Twitter?" And I'm like, "How do you know what the shocker is?" It's an awesome character. It's well written, and I don't know. I just totally fucking identify with her. I have a liberal arts degree.
I'm with you there.
Do you have a liberal arts degree?
Well, I'm a theater major.
Oh, I'm a theater major too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was your favorite show that you did?
That I did?
Yeah.
The Kathy and Mo show, which was back in the 90s, was a really big hit.
Crazy time?
Yeah. Well, I was in college in the aughts. But, yeah, in the 90s was a super sweet, fun show. What was your favorite show?
I did a show called Fate of a Cockroach that takes place, it's a show that takes place in a bathtub. It's like this whole little roach society that lose a warrior. So you see it from the roach's perspective, but then you go up to the humans, and there's just this guy watching it going, I really identify with this cockroach. It's really weird, but I got to be like an old cockroach priest. I had a walking staff that was a Q-tip. It was nuts.
What college did you go to?
Cal State University in Northridge.
What?
Down in California. Awesome time. Super crazy thing. It was like the last full show that I've done. I haven't done a show in years. But yeah, theater's fun, isn't it?
I love that. I mean, people always are like, oh, theater major. What are you going to do with that degree? I'm so happy I got a theater degree.
Yeah.
Because like, I can build things. I know how to cooperate with others. I know how to act as if I need to cooperate with others.
Yes.
I can run a box office. I can like, I think having a theater degree has totally prepared me to be an awesome human being.
I could.
That's the same way.
I think so too.
Do
Yeah.
people give you shit for having a theater degree?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Parents, family,
parents
most
did?
people I interact with.
Well,
No,
then-
not at all. They
no.
were very supportive.
Okay,
I'm
good,
totally
yeah.
kidding.
All right.
But that's just one of the big stigmas is you're a theater major.
Yeah. And you're like, you're gonna be so broke, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm really happy.
I'm having a good time. I know how to be depressed and channel that into positive energy.
Exactly. That's why I got into acting, because I can't afford therapy.
Right? It's free therapy.
Yeah, because I get to get all of this out. Motherfucker!
There it is. And we got one. That's another one. Day 5 is sure to be a huge success. Camp has already gotten another 2 episodes this season.
Dude.
Super
Dude.
stoked about it.
Super stoked.
And this past week's episode, having you watch trash TV for 24 hours,
Yeah.
that super crazy fun. But with all of these successes with Rooster Teeth or without, where do you see yourself by the time RTX 2017 rolls around?
When is that? Is that next year?
No, pretty
is
sure.
it?
July 7th?
Doing in a year?
Yeah, a year. Calendar year.
I hope I get some laundry done. I should probably.
1 or 2 loads.
In a year. Well, I hope that I'm doing camp in day 5 still, and I hope. This is a hard question.
Well, is there anything at Rooster Teeth that you haven't been a part of that you want to be a part of?
Everything that they want to put me in. I will.
Best answer.
I will totally do anything Rooster Teeth wants me to do. I almost said except nudity, but now I'm kind of like, But I don't know if anybody wants to say this. Maybe sick fucks. But it's
If there's anything I could call the internet at large,
Yeah.
sick fox would be a good word.
just found out that there's Rooster Teeth porn.
Yeah.
Something I should not talk about.
No, I mean you can, but whether we air it or not is a completely different thing. And I'm liking the cut of this conversation. Yeah, Tumblr is a scary place. People, I see it. I like fan art. I like really nice, like, oh, here's a fun thing from them in this situation that we never
Is it
saw.
just basically fanfic getting really kinky?
Yes, and there's pictures. Awful. It's awful. I
awful?
love I mean, I don't mean in quality because I haven't read it.
Intrigued though.
Don't fall down. Don't fall down this rabbit hole.
Okay.
Don't fall down this rabbit hole. But if you do, take somebody with you, like a lifeline.
Really?
Yeah.
He's like, pull me out.
Do you want to talk about fan fiction, Issa, or when, by the time we get to your interview? Okay, we'll talk plenty of more about. We have Issa, the animation lead from Camp. We're going to talk to her in a second, but it's like we're live, but we're not.
I'm sorry I brought up porn.
You know what? That's a sentence I never thought I would hear in my life. I'm really excited that I've heard that now. That's something like somebody said that to me.
Oh, sorry I brought up the porn.
And I've heard it twice.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Yay, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Put Lee Eddy in as many things as you can. Absolute wonderful human being, wonderful actress, and excited to see all of your projects coming up.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Very sweet of you to say that.
Well, shit. I want to keep going, but it would be
We can do
rude.
some farts real quick.
Do you want? Let's end on farts. Let's do one more. Okay, let it go back in. Let it go back in.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
Back to you in L.A.